If you're trading time for dollars as a coach, then you're playing the wrong game. And in this video, I want to share with you how you can scale while doing less. Hi, I'm Jonathan Milligan. I've been running an online business since 2009. And when I first started, I started as a career coach for accounting professionals. And really the only way that I knew how to make money was to sell one-on-one coaching, accountants looking to improve their career. But in this video, I want to show you what I've learned over the years with 6 different ways to scale your coaching business, many of which I use today, and while also it requiring less of your time. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First of all, let's look at number one. Number one is all about an online course. This is the very first thing that you should consider is how can you do an online course where it bottles up your knowledge, your expertise, and presents it in a way that somebody can benefit. I'll give you a quick example. When I first started as a career coach for accounting professionals, one big thing I got asked about a lot was resumes. How do you improve the resume? How do I get a resume that allows me to get my foot in the door for an interview? And after getting asked that a bunch of times, I finally sat down and I recorded step by step all of my favorite tips of building a dynamic resume that gets your foot in the door. And then I just kept selling that course over and over again for $97. And it was amazing because every time I saw one of those purchases come in, I realized I didn't have to give up any more of my time. It was very freeing. And so you should consider an online course. Let's jump into number two. Number two, one of my favorite ways is a 4-week boot camp. Now, this one is a favorite of mine. I use this one all of the time, several times a year. And it doesn't have to be, necessarily 4 weeks. It could be 6 weeks, 12 weeks. But what you're going to do with this particular strategy is you're going to invite anywhere from 5 to 10 people to participate in an implementation bootcamp. So you choose something specific and everybody goes through that process together. Typically, you're going to want to have at least a weekly call on Zoom, and you're going to have some type of content that you give them, or at least a little bit of a focus for the week. I like to give them tasks. Say, hey, I want you to get these 5 tasks done before the next call. Here's how you do these tasks. And do you have any questions? And we mastermind on the call. So that is real simple. You can do this for anything. I've done YouTube boot camps. I've done writing boot camps. I've done boot camps on every kind of thing you can imagine. How to get on podcast interviews, podcast guesting boot camp. So there's a lot that you can do around this idea. And what it's required of you is you're getting to coach 10 people in about an hour to 2 hours a week, which is pretty powerful. So that's number 2. By the way, if you'd like a copy of this entire PDF, there's a link down in the description below. And I even give some more tips on how to get started with some of these scaling options. All right, let's jump into number 3. Number 3 is all about VIP days. Now, this is something I've just recently started doing, I would say in the last 2 years, and not sure why I didn't do it before, because it is extremely beneficial. And the concept here is to do for a few what you wish you could do for many. And so maybe there's a very specific thing you do well. How could you allow someone to spend an entire day with you or 2 half days with you and really drive in deep and give them some real clarity and results? I've started offering these occasionally throughout the year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year when my calendar's open. And it's been amazing. I just finished one up where we completely went from, I think he wanted to write a book, right down to he's got the title, he's got the outline, he's got clarity about how he's going to use that book in his business to help him scale beyond just his counseling practice. And that is the power of VIP days. And you can charge several $1,000s for just being present and helping somebody. You can do this both virtual and in person. I've done both. This is a great strategy to consider. Instead of filling up your calendar with all these 1-hour appointments and feeling pulled in different directions, what if you just got in a room for one day, charged several $1,000s, and really help that one individual make a lot of progress in their business or life? So that is number 3. Let's jump into number 4. Number 4 is all about paid virtual workshops. This is another favorite of mine, and I do this at least 4 to 6 times a year. What I'll do is very simple. Basically, you are getting paid to teach on Zoom. Now, this is a one-to-many strategy, which all of these are, except for the VIP day, but they're all one-to-many strategy. So typically, I will charge anywhere from $25 to $100. But even at just $25, if you get 100 people to sign up to this paid virtual workshop, that's $2,500 for an hour or 2 of your time. And so I will select different topics that my audience is interested in, and I will tease it out on social media first to see if there's interest. And I'll say something like, thinking about hosting a workshop on Zoom about getting started on YouTube, and interested, and then I'll let them reply. And a bunch of people reply, yeah, ooh, I think I'd be interested in that. Or how I got monetized on Zoom or on YouTube. And so everybody replies, yeah, I'd be interested in a workshop like that. And then you follow up both social media and in emails, and you let them know, hey, I'm doing it. It's only $25, you get the recording. And then, you'll be able to participate in this Zoom workshop. And this is something that honestly you get paid a couple $1,000s for in just an hour or 2 of your time. Now, I'll give you a little bonus tip in a second. Stick around for the end, because I'll show you how you can really work some of these together to even maximize your results further. But first of all, let me know if you're enjoying content like this. Would you take a moment right now and just hit the subscribe or like this video so I know, hey, these are of interest to you, so record more of these. And even hit the bell notification so that you'll know the moment a video drops. All right, let's get right back into it. So we've covered 4 things so far. What is number 5? Number 5 on our scaling strategy is, yes, write a book. Go figure, this is one of my favorites. I've written 7 books in the last 18 months because I wanted to take all of my knowledge of running an online business and package them into a 6-book series. Now, you don't have to do 6 books. A single book can do a lot of wonder for you. The reason I love books is a couple of reasons. There's several that I absolutely love. The first one is I really love that you can create a legacy. Books allow you to create a legacy, which is pretty awesome. It also creates a lot of awareness because you have this awareness around finding out who you are and what you do, because people are searching on Amazon for solutions. You can also build your email list off of this. And so I will offer a reader magnet, kind of like a lead magnet inside the book, and this will allow people to get on my email list. I can even set up an automated email sequence that allows them to hear about one of my memberships that they can join. And so books can open up lots of doors. They can open up doors for speaking, which you can get paid a couple $1,000s to do some speaking, or a workshop, again, where you're doing one-to-many activities and exercises. And so it is an amazing thing that you can do with books. And yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorites, no question. All right, and number 6, let's jump into it. It's a membership site. I am a huge fan of membership sites. And the main reason why is membership sites allow for this thing called recurring income streams. It's where you get one-to-many, and you can also package up your coaching to create an even premium membership if you wanted. So I have 3 levels of membership that I offer in my business. The lowest level is just helping someone get started. The next level includes a monthly group coaching call. And then the highest level is where they can jump into a Zoom call, go into a breakout, and get regular laser coaching calls from me. But I'm able to take 50, 60 people in my high level group coaching program that are paying thousands of dollars to be a part of this every year. And I'm able to coach many of them in the span of about 2 hours per week. So I offer 2 different times, each an hour long, where they can come into a Zoom room, hit their raised hand. I'll take them in a breakout room and we will coach. I call it laser coaching for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I come back and then I do the next person. So they're in a waiting room, just like you'd be in a doctor's office, and then I go into breakout rooms. And this strategy works terrific for me. So I'm able to coach lots of people at the 3 different membership levels, depending on where the amount of coaching that they want. And so these 6 are a great way to scale beyond just trading time for dollars, because you have the ability to build a business out that does not require more of your time. So let me know in the comments below, which of these strategies were your favorite? Which ones did you like? I'd be curious to hear which of these you want to try. And I want to give you that bonus tip right now, and that is to stack these together. So one of the things that I do is I often start with a paid virtual workshop. This will allow me to get hundreds of people into a topic and learn from me. Once they learn from me, at the end of that, I say, hey, who here would like to implement what you've learned today? In other words, I'm going to work with a small group of people, anywhere from 5 to 10 people, over the course of 4 weeks, to really help you to implement this into your business. And then those people jump in and they participate in that boot camp. At the end of the boot camp, I give them an opportunity to circle all the way back around to my membership site, my top tier program, where they can jump in with a 30-day trial and participate and see what the coaching program is like. That is the membership coaching model. And so I do this anywhere from 4 to 6 times per year, and it allows me to earn income all along the way. So I'll earn a few $1,000s doing the paid virtual workshop, and then I'll get another couple $1,000s from people who paid to be a part of the 4-week boot camp, and then I'll get recurring income coaching clients into my group membership site. So how do you like that pro tip? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you're wondering, how do you get started with books, for example, I published over 6 books, actually 7 books in 18 months. And I did an entire video where I taught my 5 top lessons of how it impacted my business and the lessons I learned. You can catch that video by clicking on it right here. We'll see you over in that video.